Teams could have seen take tripping to true extremes.
They counted me out, wish if I counted me in. Cause I'm counting these Benjamins. Take a loss, stay down, bounce back, I'ma be okay. Said I'm still making these money moves, I'm a fucking boss.
You in that hustle. Big shout out to SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned, all that.
Oh, my mama, I don't know much about this scenario situation, how it started, how it's going to end. However, I do see these names, her name, and a lot of headlines on YouTube. I figured by now it's time to figure out what's going on, man. To see if we can learn something. Might be an interesting story. So, with no further ado, let's see what they say she has been up to.
Romeca pulled up on Holly at Lowe's house. Lowe's house is on the same block as the school, so it's down the street. If you go look at her crime scene, bro, you gonna see the puddle of blood in front of a store, in front of a storefront, not in front of a school. If you go on my page and you see Romeca stalking Lowe's and pressing his bell, you gonna see her show the whole crime scene right there. So that means she got killed right in front of his house, because the blood spot is right there in front of his house, not in front of no school.
Today we're going to be back in Chicago speaking about the Romeca Blackman tragedy that took place 1 week ago. After the alleged suspect, Quadasia Johnson, aka Holly, was said to be released with no charges, more information has came out from witnesses who were on the scene, giving their account of exactly what happened. Plus, one man will give his account of things about.
Oh, this the she knew that was outside the ski knew. When everybody said it wasn't Keanu. Oh, girl was acting a fee-new, stood there, posted up, said she got her concealed, arms folded, no charges. Whoa, okay, I'm on point now.
The person he knew Romeca to be, and then also allegedly Holly speaks out about how she felt about Romeca. At this point, there are so many different stories coming out on both sides, and all of them seem to be different. One woman, whose children's father has been adding fuel to the fire, would speak out because she didn't want her name to be dragged into the situation. She will write, "There has been a lot of things surfacing the internet since the passing of Romeca Meeks. I would first like to send my condolences to her family and her son. While I did not know her personally, somewhere down the line, my child's father knew her, of her, and was once homies with her child's father. With that being said, it has been brought to my attention that my child's father is now going viral, adding more fuel to this tragedy. I have also learned that he is now associating myself, our children, and my organization, bringing back childhood into this mess. I am making this status to protect me and my children. May no harm come to us due to his actions. We have no ties to him. I have nothing to do with any of this. Please report anything related to my children and my business. Signed, a concerned mother." Now, this particular man is believed to be giving information about what he thinks took place, and some people feel he might be possibly getting fed information through Carlos.
Like, it's fucked up, definitely what happened, but it's like, I done seen shit like when we outside kicking in that shit and Roro ass pulling up on his hoes and just beating their ass and shit like that. So I don't know if I seen the little note shit. It looked like she probably was making Lil Lo some lunch or something and probably pulled up to the school. It looked like that she could have possibly pulled up to that school while Los had Lil Lo in the backseat, probably had his new baby mama with him and shit, and that's why Roro probably got the tweaking and shit. Cause you know, Roro ass a hothead. I ain't gonna cap, she ass, you feel me? So that's what any one of his hoes, she gonna beat their ass, you feel me? And they haven't been together in like, I'm saying Lil Lo's like 7 years old. So I know they haven't been together so long. It's been so many years they probably haven't even been together. So that's probably what's like, people just mixing that in, like they trying to throw like Lowe's probably was tag teaming both of them and shit like that when it wasn't nothing probably like that going on. And Lowe's like that type of though. Like, to be trying to have them fighting and shit like that, that's I'm telling you, that's like Romeca speed, because that's what she do. Like, we've been outside plenty of times. I'm telling you, like, plenty of times where she did this and they haven't been together. Yeah, Lowe's probably tell her, like, I ain't going nowhere. You my baby mama forever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'ma always be here. He an active father. Folks really have his kid all the time. That's why I'm trying to figure out, like, how could she have pulled up to this school and, you know, whatever the case may be. And I'm the only thing I could think of is when she was dropping the lunch off, Lowe's had the girl with him in the car, and Roll got the tweaker with old girl. But when I see the video, when I see from the fucking truck, a Roro car, it looked like she got bullet holes in her window. So maybe the girl could have been outside the car or something. I don't know, somehow, some way, somehow, for some reason. And old girl Roro could have been trying to run her over. And old girl, after they had their little tussle, you know, Roro ran to the car. She ran to the car to get her gun. Roro could have been trying to run her over, and she probably could have just shot through the car type shit.
There was a lot of witnesses, so she had to be doing something other than being put in a headlock by her baby daddy for the other chick not to get no charges. That she had to be doing something aggressive.
And that's probably how Roro got killed. That's fucked up, you feel me? But, like, I don't, like, for them to say, I think they were saying, like, the girl was saying she had an order of protection on Roro and shit. And I could possibly believe that she had order of protection on her. I'm in the car with these people while they arguing on the phone and shit like that, and that ain't the only order of protection Roro got on her. She probably got a million of them motherfuckers on her, cause she done beat all his whole ass and all that type of, boy, I'm talking about, I done seen her pull up on our block, tear that man car up. And that was a rental. It was like a Cadillac truck rental. I told my brother, I low-key doing it already, though. I think we gonna beat that shit. I wrote too much for it. Then it's just like, they go review the tapes. All that shit motherfuckers be thinking they be talking all this shit. They don't even know what the fuck really be going on for real. That's why stories be getting misconstrued all the time because of the internet. I'm gonna keep that shit real. I low-key knew she was gonna beat that shit. She ain't really had no choice but to. Like, Roro ran up on her. She had her order of protection. Roro went to the school, but she detoured. She got aggressive. She beat the girl up. The girl had her gun. She told her, I got a gun. She told her she had a gun. But she didn't want to listen. After she got to fighting her again, Los was trying to like grab her and pull her back, hold her back, and she, you know, Roro ass gonna do all her flips. And he kind of caught her in the headlock. That is true, but as she breaking out, y'all gotta understand how bad she beat Holly up, though. Y'all don't know. Y'all didn't see how the shit.
I mean, that makes sense how they could come to that conclusion. If she took a hell of a whooping, the Chicago, same way with that lady in the hamburger stand. She took her ass and her son came in and did his thing because of that whooping.
It was from the camera view, they could probably see like, yeah, Roro got a hold to us like a lion in the motherfucking jungle or some shit. You feel me? Old girl would have never got off if Roro ain't punched. If Roro ain't pounced her, if Roro ain't pounced her, old girl would have never got off. But they let her go because old girl kept with it. There's already been a track record. And then plus they look back in the system, it's like it's a track record on her from multiple motherfuckers. Like there was people who was there that said that wasn't what happened. It don't matter what they say what happened, what people there. You gotta know when people trying to be on people's side, who feeling sorry for motherfuckers, they trying to push the narrative in a way. Gang, you the police. You finna get rolled up since you said her name. We all love Roro, bro. But that's just what it was, though. You feel me? Like, I told you, it was a tough pill I had to swallow. Why are you on live, though? Why are you here? Still, it's going to be even funnier when they go to jail. How they gonna go to jail? It's already been cleared. There's no more charges coming. They cleared the charges already. Old girl is free.
I would never be begging a nigga to be with me after he got a baby on the way. I would never be having matching t-shirts on with a nigga that got a baby on the way. I would never be trying to play family with a nigga that got a baby on the way. I would never want to be with a nigga that burnt me while I was pregnant. I would never want to be a bitch like that. I would never be telling random people that my baby daddy burnt me. I would never tell nobody no shit like that. I would never tell random people that my baby daddy cheated on me our whole relationship, my whole pregnancy, that he cheated on me. I would never, you could never get me to tell no shit like that to no random people that I don't fucking know. I would never want to have a job to where I'm wiping old people's ass and giving old people showers and feeding them and shit. I would never want to have a job like that. I would never want to have a job that my car was in the shop for 2 years. I couldn't get it out. I would never want to have a job like that. I'm wiping ass and I ain't got no car still. I would never want no job like that.
She bleeding her. So whatever took place when they seen each other, I could understand. If this happened before the incident, you know it was on site. She bleeding her. And she got the man? Oh, yeah, I can understand.
I would never want to be with a nigga that done got so many bitches pregnant during the time that I've known him. I would never want to be with a nigga like that. I would never want to be with a nigga that done play in my face for damn near 10 years. I would never want to be with a nigga like that. I'm getting me a new nigga ASAP. I would never have a big ass birthday party and have to catch a ride to my birthday party because I don't have a car. I would never call a bitch friend phone trying to vent to the bitch.
Now, of course, it is being said that Holly was speaking about Romeca in this TikTok. However, if that is the case, she was messing with the same person and had a child by the same person. So if you look on a map, this is the street where everything took place. This is where the school is located, and this is where the crime occurred. However, there have been rumors going around that the crime did not happen in front of the school, but it indeed did. And the school is located exactly on the opposite side of the street of where the crime took place. However, they were in front of an apartment building, the Hilliard Apartments, but those apartments are directly across the street from the school. Now, one person will write, Romeca drove to the baby daddy's house 1 block from the son's school. Romeca blocked their car in with Holly's son in the back seat. Romeca had beat Holly up before, and that's why Holly had a restraining order against Romeca. Romeca had a restraining order against her baby daddy.
She had it set up perfectly. Everything in place. She knew old girl probably was about all that. And she about it too. But she was smart. She was sharp. When people say chestnut checkers, this what they mean right here. This is the real life scenario of chestnut checkers played out. I don't have, I'm not involved in the scenario. The loss of life is horrible. Bless her soul. I'm not cheering for the other chick. Just from the outside looking in, she executed real life chestnut checkers. She cold.
Romeca had no reason to be around this. Again, I showed you all the map of where things took place and where the school is located. So if this is the case, did Romeca chase them down from a different apartment complex just a block away from the school? It's just not adding up.
I was actually the one at the scene. So I was the one that was yelling out to arrest her because everybody wasn't doing anything. I was actually the one who called the cops first. I saw them when they were fighting in the beginning. And
I'm thinking it's the other chick. I'm confused now, y'all. She just a witness? Or this ain't the same female that was saying I would never. She looked like her. I'm tripping.
I was like, this is not right. He was slamming her with the door when she was standing in her door frame, not even close to the female. She was literally standing on the other side of the road. Her baby daddy was literally slamming the door on her back. So
As I always say, it's 2 sides to every story, and then the third, the truth, if you ain't heard.
So she went back into her car, came back out, and then this was when the baby daddy walked towards the other baby mama. After this happened, he grabbed her by the waist. She tried to wiggle away from him. Her arm was like literally almost getting free with his arm around her neck this time because he was holding her by the waist in the beginning and she wiggled out. After this happened, he had her in the almost looking like a headlock to me on the side. And then she stated, the other baby mama stated, "I'm gonna shoot you, bitch. Watch me shoot you, bitch." And he stated, "She's gonna go get her gun. She's gonna go get her gun. Watch." And after this happened, she ran to the passenger side of her vehicle, grabbed her gun, went around. And when the woman, the mother, who slipped away from him for at least like maybe a good second, as soon as she slipped away, she shot her in the face, on her side, and in her thigh. I saw him like.
With all that said, I don't see how they let her go. It's crazy.
Holding her for a split second. Maybe he was in shock, but after he was in shock, I guess he picked her up, and when she was falling, like a gush of blood fell, like out of her body. And I was like, what the fuck is he doing? Like, I don't know, everybody else sees movies, you know what I mean, and they see put pressure on the wound. Why weren't you putting pressure on the wound? Why weren't you caring enough? This supposedly was your first baby mama, because when I was on the bus, I heard him and her screaming. She was literally saying, she was like, "I just dropped off my fucking baby." What? I just dropped off my fucking baby? Are you guys kidding me? As soon as I got off the 21 bus, and trust me, they got it, you know what I mean? Everything that I literally had to, I wasn't gonna let her die like that. You know, I literally looked into her eyes. That hurt me. You said she dropped her baby off and you don't know who she is. You know what I mean? And I was like, oh,
she looked just like old girl, cuz. That's crazy.
Needs to get arrested. You know what I mean? They weren't even thinking. There was another black female cop who came up, and a Mexican short, and I pointed out, I was like, the gun's in the car. Why wouldn't you give him the gun if supposedly this was, you know, self-defense? You know what I mean? If it was here's the gun, this is what happened. It was no self-defense. I swear to you, it did not look like no self-defense. It looked like you shot her because you were just angry or something. You know what I mean? To me, when she shot her, it wasn't the female that got shot, she wasn't with any gun. She didn't have no weapon, no knives, no nothing. So what was it that frightened you so much? You had to run around your car, go into your passenger seat, or whatever the case is. You reached in to get your gun and shoot this woman. You know? So to me, it was a senseless. They were arguing because she was pulling up, and I guess they ended up parking. Why was her car parked on the sidewalk? Because I seen she ran towards the sidewalk to get her gun, and it was a small black vehicle. I seen she ran towards the sidewalk to get her gun, and it was a small black vehicle, and he had a black truck, I think. And literally, he came out of his truck looking like real. He wasn't like on anything but being mischievous, nothing but like what was like he was planning something, you know what I mean? And I called the cops on the first time I called the cops, it was because he was attacking her, and the other girl was just yelling at her, and she was arguing back. So there was nothing going on for her to be like, oh, I'm gonna step back over here to go get my gun. She was nowhere near her. But that's all I gotta say.
What we do know is whatever took place that morning has broken a family and left a child without a mother and possibly without a father. No matter how much information continues to be put out, it is evident that the relationship was not healthy between Romeca and Carlos, and sadly, from that relationship, she would meet an untimely demise. My thoughts and prayers go out to this family in this still very difficult time as they're working on the process of laying Romeca to rest. Also, don't forget to let me know your thoughts and prayers for this family. And don't forget to hit that like button and share to make your people aware. And as always, remember to stay woke. Things change quickly.
Case. Colors on deuces or the beans on Forgiatos. 24s to be exact, ain't worry about no potholes. Bulletproof the windows and add some tints on it. A stash spot for the 40, they ain't gon' find nothing. In the lanes with my low, sipping Moet. Don't need the GPS, I got it, cuz go left. Don't take opinions from no nigga that ain't no help. We stack the handguns and put the old ones on the shelf. I had to learn to play the cards how they dealt. My bitch did a nigga wrong and she left. I ain't complaining about that shit, I was like, well, I get a new bitch. Now she calling asking me who I'm with.
I'm on some new shit, everything brand new. She asked me why you got me blocked, I'm like I had to. Call me out my name saying you sad, bitch you sad too. And always acting like you perfect, who the fuck is you? The suede Puma's all blue, she love a nigga swag. And a box of Louis V, I'm in a different bag. We ain't the same, we different ways, so I'm in a different class. And when I get mad, I let her squabble up like Trinidad, all facts. I'm the truth, you niggas cap. Tell the police everything, but they gon' lie in y'all raps. We on that bullshit, we don't give a fuck. In traffic with it on my lap, it ain't tough. This game will never be the same, it's no trust. Give a fuck about your Drake, we got them too. They not like us, don't do too much, cause we'll pop out and show niggas. It might be a truth, but we ain't clicking up with no niggas, nah. Hotel suites, we on the top floor with it, y'all. And stand 10 toes down, they be hoping I fall. But I'm a ball, like Kobe in the last game. Mafia live, from the max down to the mains. Trey 5 Siete. Rearranging nigga frames, never start shit we can't finish, we play no games. I'm from the Double M gang, they know the business. The crippin' running my veins, I'm born with it. Yeah, that nigga, free baby psych, nigga, free bad news, nigga, free tiny dub. Yeah, that, we in this motherfucker, nigga, the mafia crib. Yeah, spicy blue, little freeze, what's happening?
Snake Wood and that Hustle. Big shout out to SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned, all that.